Look at this. All hand done, carved out of wood. Look at the level of details. Look at her hair. Oh God, I can't even imagine how long it took to make this. Now, you know what I really find as someone who loves history, Live Like No Tomorrow. I got you a souvenir, by the way, for your kids. You weren't watching the show because it was so early, but we got you a nice souvenir to Live Like No Tomorrow. I'll DM you about it. DM me. Now, what I love about this is that the artists who created this are probably anonymous. I don't see their names anywhere. But what you can see here is that this Susie, thank you. Man, look at Hyochu.
Thank you for
Look at Hyochu. Look at Hyochu. Look at him. Man, thank you, Hyochu. Thank you. What you can see here is that thank you, Hyochu. Thank you, Meep. Thank you, L. Thank you, Pugs, man. Thank y'all, man. Few. Nick. Thank you, guys. PB. Thank you, guys. Thanks for all the love, everybody. Tessa Wilson, Pirate Chick, Island Chick, Auburn Girlie. Thank you, guys. Roaming Cowgirl. Thank you. Beline Juarez. When you look at this woman right here, the way she is carved, this is what a woman of class would have looked like in the Song Dynasty. Live Like No Tomorrow, Jennifer, thank you. Look at the way her hair is done. Look at what she's wearing. Live Like No Tomorrow, thank you. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is absolutely, and this is her servant right here, man, by the way. This is her servant. This is the main woman right here. This is her attendant. Chavez, thank you. Oh, Chavez, man, great to see you, Chavez. Beautiful. Let's keep moving, y'all. Look at the details on this. What is going on, y'all? Do y'all really think we could 3D print this? Like, I'm actually kind of curious. Look at the scale of this thing. Do you guys really think we could 3D print this today? Libe, Chavez, I'm kind of curious about this because it would be amazing if this could be 3D printed. Libe, Chavez, thank you. I personally don't think there's a 3D machine that's big enough to do this. This. Man, thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Chavez. Thank you. This. Alex, thank you for the galaxy, Alex. Thank you. This is incredible. And it's all along the walls, too. Man, we're gonna be, man, this dude just bumped his head, y'all. You see this dude right here? He just bumped his head against the glass. Y'all don't break the glass, dog. He just bumped his head. Lord, thank you. Man. 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 Thank you. Man, we're gonna have to go a little bit faster because this stuff is fascinating. I could be here all day. Look at him. T. Ni hao ma. Thank you. By the way, thank you, Alex, for that galaxy. Thank you. I love it when we have new folks on the channel. Ni hao ma. Thank you. Look at this. Dude just bumped his head against the glass. Oh, look at him. Oh, Lord. Wow. Ni hao ma. Thank you. Look at him. Sincerely, ni hao ma, thank you. Wow, he messed up in the game, mate. Now this right here, you know, what I love about coming here to Hangzhou,继续上来，
手机都没信号，一格信号，
是吗 ？Thank you, roaming cowgirl。继续上来。Neep, thank you, Neep。哎，走，继续走。Thank you, Sheesh. Neat, thank you. 模型哥。 Good? Thank you for the corned beaver. Now, ready for this? Y'all ready for this? This is what we came to Hangzhou for, everybody. This is the reason we came to Hangzhou, is to show you the beautiful West Lake. This couldn't be any more perfect because it's rainy and misty days like this that the poets, the great poets of China wrote about. Roaming Cowgirl, thank you so much for that galaxy earlier. Thank you, Roaming Cowgirl. This is the West Lake. Even Harry is over here taking photos. This is not pollution. This is mist. The city is shrouded in clouds and mist. Look at this view, y'all. Bradley, Claudia, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let me explain a few things about what's going on over here, because you see today is raining kind of hard. A lot of the boats, a lot of the smaller boats, Bradley, thank you. A lot of the smaller boats have stopped. The West Lake is the only lake in China that is designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Auburn Girlie, Island Chick, thank you. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, y'all. West Lake of Hangzhou, absolutely gorgeous. Look at this right here. Come here. Look at this, Alex, Eileen, thank you. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at this view right here. Frankie C, thank you, Frankie C. Thank you, Jesus Christ. That's quite a name. Cynthia, thank you. Look at this view right here. Look at this. Man, let me tilt it a little bit horizontal. Lil Felix, thank you. The great literati of ancient Chinese history wrote about West Lake through all kinds of poetry, through all kinds of, poetry books, but mostly poetry. But the most poignant ones are not about the sunny days, are actually about the rainy days. That's where you come to see the mist rising out of the mountains, rising out of the clouds. This is absolutely beautiful. Let's walk around a little bit more. That's the reason why we climbed up here, by the way, is to give you guys an aerial view. You guys can see that today the weather is not so good, but it does give us a very romantic view, a very romantic look. This is not smoke, this is not smog, it is clouds rising from the mountains. Tomorrow morning, your Monday, tomorrow's Wednesday, thank you, Taco. Your Tuesday evening, I'm gonna take you guys to Lingying Temple, which is another amazing attraction here in the city of Hangzhou. Lingying Temple. Now, what's so great about this place right here is that Hangzhou, Auburn Girlie, thank you, is a city of over 10 million people live here. Yet, you can see they still were able to preserve a lot of their original forests, a lot of their original trees and greeneries around this area surrounding the southern edge of West Lake. We're on the southern tip of West Lake. Tati, Rhonda, thank you. This looks like a national forest, yet we are in a city of 10 million people. Hangzhou, great job preserving this nature and not turning it into skyscrapers. Absolutely great job, Hangzhou. You did a great job preserving this for everybody to see. This is absolutely beautiful. I am Wells, thank you. China is a country with 1.4 billion people. You need to build in order to house all the people, but I'm glad they were able to preserve this. This is also getting a little bit closer to where we did the tea picking experience a couple days ago. So we're very, very fortunate to be able to see this. This is absolutely, I didn't even know this stuff existed, by the way. It's kind of a shame to say this. I've been to Hangzhou at least a dozen times, mostly for business. When I was in corporate America, working at my old job, we had to visit a lot of factories here. And the factories always took us to this area to have dinner, have lunch, very fancy dinners, very fancy lunches, but I've never had a chance to calm my mind and visit this place. I'm glad to be sharing it with nearly 900 people here on TikTok. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity. You want a photo? You want a Pagoda? Why don't you stand right here? Stand right here, Harry. Get you a nice screenshot over here. This is a beautiful photo. There we go. That's a nice photo. Look at the camera. Yeah, look at the camera. Yvonne, thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You look great today, Harry. You look very energized. You look very energized. So let's keep moving, everybody. Let's continue to go higher. Phew, thank you. Thank you. Choosing peace, thank you. Let me put it on his head. Ah, you missed it. Man, not bad shorty. Of course, not bad shorty. 请你把你的地图打开，百度地图打开。Let's show not bad shorty where we are. We always want to see a map. Let's continue to move along and go higher and higher into Leifeng Tower. Hyochu, you still watching this, man? You were the one who mentioned this tower, man. We had to come here. The people have spoken on the Discord group. Y'all wanted to see this. I had to take you guys here. This is my work. Now, this is what 把它往外面一点，往外面一点，对，再往外面一点，再往外面一点。Beautiful. All right, we are in the city of Hangzhou. 再往外面一点。Okay, beautiful. This is where we are right now. We are in the city of Hangzhou. Man, thank you, Yvonne, for the giraffe. Thank you, Island Chick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are in Hyochu. Thank you, Jasper Dog. Thank you. This is for Not Bad Shorty. We are on the east coast of China. Look at how close we are to the East China Sea. This is why the seafood here is so good. Shanghai, 你来拿吧. There we go. Shanghai is up here. My hometown is here. This entire triangle is where we have been for the last 2 weeks. The Yangtze River, the longest river in China, is this river right here. It runs through Nanjing. It runs through my hometown, Zhejiang. It goes all the way to Shanghai. Shanghai right here. Suzhou right here. Shanghai right here. And it goes into the Pacific Ocean. This stretch, Roaming Cowgirl, thank you. Thank you for the vote. This stretch is called the East China Sea, to the east of the coast. So this is one of the most industrious, developed, and wealthy part of China where we spent the last 2 weeks. We've been wanting to come here. We finally have a reason to, well, my parents are in China right now, visiting them in my hometown. Live like no tomorrow, thank you. So we finally, thank you, Live Like No More. So we finally have a chance to come here. The view is absolutely incredible. Let me tilt it to the side, y'all. Oh my Lord. Man, Beline Juarez, thank you for being a moderator. We have a new moderator. Her name is Beline Juarez. No, her real name is Belen Juarez. I know I got the Juarez right, but I call her Beline Juarez. Let's continue to climb the tower. Let's continue to climb the tower, y'all. Okay, now when we come indoors, one of the first things you'll see, Cody, thank you, is you'll see a series of paintings. Roaming Cowgirl, Cody, thank you so much. A series of towers, a series of paintings that cover right along the ceiling area. You'll see this right here. Harry is from Anhui Province. Anhui Province, Ma'anshan, Anhui Province, right next to my hometown, actually. So he and I are actually we grew up not too far from each other, although I'm 10 years older than him. PF Wisco, choosing peace. Thank you. Look at this right here. Now this, I believe, depicts a scene of the emperor. Now you notice how nobody else is wearing yellow? Do you see that right there? Do you see that, everybody? Nobody else is wearing yellow. Only the emperor is wearing yellow. Everybody else is wearing normal color clothing, red, brown. Only the emperor is allowed to wear yellow, and he pays his respect to this place. Auburn Gully, thank you to Leifeng Tower, to this area, and you can see the monks standing right behind him. Auburn Gully, Black Widow, thank you. Ming Dynasty Emperor. Now, when we come over here, you got a lot of paintings that are depicting daily life, including how the Leifeng Tower was built. You can see the original wood structure. There's these pieces of wood. Now this is a scaffold. That's the ancient version of a scaffold. But you can see all the wood columns that used to be outside of the Leifeng Tower. Nah, everybody could wear yellow clothes now. Not bad, shorty. Thank you for the dinosaur. Everybody could wear it now. When you look at this wood structure right on the outside, those are long gone. Those are long gone. Because what you guys have to understand is that when the Leifeng Tower was built, look at this right here. When the Leifeng Tower was built, we are actually very, very close to Japan. Where we are right now is very close to Japan. And I have to tell you guys this because I was thinking about this story on my bike ride over here, so I have to share this with you guys. Do any of you know how Japan is pronounced in Japanese? The country Japan. Do you know how they pronounce themselves in Japanese? Black Widow, thank you. Do any of you know how to say Japan in Japanese? Nihon, right? Some of y'all know this. Some of y'all gotta know this if you've been to Japan. Nihon, right? L knows, right? Nihon. Right. The real way to spell it for the Japanese people is Nihon. Where did they get their name from? Do you know how Japan got their name? Japan, like that name Nihon. Do you know where they got it? They actually got it from the Tang Dynasty, from a female emperor named Wu Zetian. Let me explain the reason why. There were a lot of Japanese pirates that were harassing the eastern seacoast of China. So they were robbing local villages, they were bored, they would rob ships, they would rob fishermen. These are Japanese pirates. Now, but in the Tang Dynasty, Japan actually sent an entire delegation of monks, scholars, to the ancient Tang Dynasty capital Chang'an to learn how the Chinese wrote. So that's why the Japanese language today has mostly Chinese words, because they learned it from China. Not the same case for Korea, however. Broadly, thank you. Korea has its own unique writing system. Korea is an entirely independent writing system, but the Japanese writing system is largely based on the Chinese writing system. Japan used to be called 倭国, velvet, one lucky lady, thank you. Japan used to be called 倭国 in China, which is a silly name. It's an ugly name, very ugly name. So when the Japanese arrived, Julie, thank you for the galaxy, one lucky lady, thank you. When the Japanese arrived in Chang'an, they were like, dog, you gave us this ugly ass name called 倭国. Don't nobody want to listen to that name. That sounds so lame. Give us a better name, please. So Wu Zetian, the emperor, the only female emperor in Chinese history, gave them the name 日本. The words 日本 came from Wu Zetian. She granted that name to Japan, and they were like, that sounds a lot better. That sounds a lot better than 倭国. 倭国sounds like some type of food. You know, there's a food in China called 窝窝头. It sounds like a food, you know, a little cornbread. Thank you. Hello, Ms. Lena. So they took that name 日本 back to Japan. That's how you get the word Nihon and also Nippon, all Nippon Airways. That's based on the Chinese pronunciation 日本. This has been confirmed using real archaeological evidence that's been unearthed both here in China and in Japan. Actual carvings that commemorate Wu Zetian giving Japan this name. So the entire name Japan comes from the Tang Dynasty. It was granted to them by the only female emperor in Chinese history. Ivy John, thank you. So hopefully that makes sense. The reason I wanted to bring that up with you guys is that when we're thinking about Japanese pirates, when we're thinking about the relationship between these two countries, China and Japan has had a very turbulent history. It's a history that's been defined by frequent encounters that range from very extreme. Yeshua, Heave, Linda, thank you. What do I mean by extreme? There will be periods of good relations where Japan will send delegations to come to China to foster good relationships and create a tributary relationship where every year they have to give gifts to whatever the emperor was reigning in China at the time. And then things will be bad and they will fight wars, including in the Ming Dynasty. There was a war fought with Japan. The Yuan Dynasty in China actually tried to invade Japan and failed. That's how you get the word divine wind, kamikaze. That's how you get the word, because they believe the divine wind saved them from the Mongol navy when the seas rose up and destroyed the entire Mongol navy. They didn't even have to fight. They just watched from the coast and started cheering as a big tsunami destroyed the entire Mongol navy. That's where the word kamikaze comes from, divine wind. World War II, when all those fighter jets were crashing into our ships, the American Navy, that word kamikaze comes from divine wind, dating back to the Yuan Dynasty. That's a Japanese word. Let's continue to move along, y'all. Nippon. All right, everybody, we gotta climb now. I love these little history lessons. Oh, before we climb up, oh, this is beautiful. This is as close as we're getting this is probably as close as we're gonna get to this thing. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. This is a traditional Chinese style roof. Now, obviously, this entire structure was built in the year 2002, so this is not original, but this right here is a traditional Chinese roof. Now, this was made popular during the Tang Dynasty, probably much earlier, but we don't know because everything earlier than the Tang Dynasty is hard to come by. There's only 3 wood structures from the Tang Dynasty still left in China. So what you guys would say, so what's so special about this? And Nipa probably ask, what's so special about this? What's not bad shorty, what's so special about this, guys? The guys all y'all who watch my channel frequently, you say, well, what's so special about this? Well, this is extremely special because Dr. Liang Sicheng devoted his entire life to studying these things. This is so special. Let me explain the way why. What will happen in ancient China is that there are no nails. They don't use any iron nails. The reason they don't use any nails is very simple. Because a wood structure is supposed to wiggle. When the wind blows, when there's an earthquake, if you are using nails, this thing is not going to stand up tight. So you got to find a way to let the wood bind to itself and distribute the weight, yet still maintain flexibility. Plus, back in the Song Dynasty and the Tang Dynasty, they didn't even have iron like that. They certainly didn't have steel. So to mass produce nails is not even economically feasible. So what they did is they made roof styles like this where it's almost as if like you're making something like this with your finger, right? Where you distribute the weight on top of each other, okay, without using any nails. The way you do it is very precise. It has to fit like a Lego. Man, I am Wells, thank you for the train. Thank you, I am Wells. It has to fit like a Lego, one on another. I'm gonna get a little bit closer, y'all. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see how the weight is distributed? Y'all see this right here? Y'all see this right here, this structure right here? That's right up there. Laura, thank you, right up there. That holds a beam, and then further out, that holds a beam, and the next thing you know, the whole thing is held up together. Does that make sense, everybody? Therefore, you don't need to use any nails. You could distribute the weight. This right here, I am so excited to be able to tell you guys this. When we go to Shanxi, I don't care how many people are watching, because it may seem boring to someone who's just scrolling on TikTok. And when we go to Shanxi and we see some really old structures that may not appeal to the mass TikTok audience, but to the folks who really love history and really love culture, I'm gonna take you guys to the only 3 remaining Tang Dynasty buildings in all of China. There's only 3 wood Tang Dynasty buildings left. They are all in my ancestral home where my father is from in Shanxi province. That's where we're gonna see the original. There used to be 4. Let me say that again. There used to be 4 of them. However, one of them was later, actually recently, discovered to be not from the Tang Dynasty because we found a carving in the roof that said it's from the 5 Dynasty era, which is right after the Tang Dynasty. You guys may be back home in America. You say, well, what's so special about the Tang Dynasty? What's so special about it? Not tongue like your tongue. T-A-N-G, Tang Dynasty. PB, thank you. What's so special about the Tang Dynasty? Why do y'all care so much about the Tang Dynasty? The Tang Dynasty is widely considered to be the peak of Chinese civilization. It is one of the greatest dynasties in Chinese history. Taco Sparkles, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. PB, Jasper Dog, thank you. It is considered to be the peak of Chinese civilization where poetry, the great poets Li Bai, Du Fu, they are from the Tang Dynasty. Auburn Girlie, thank you. And their buildings are all destroyed because they're made out of wood. So over the course of the next 1,200 years, they will be burnt. They will be smashed. They will be destroyed by war. They will be destroyed by people who wanted to take those raw materials and build their own homes. That's exactly what happened to this tower right here, Leifeng Tower. One of the contributing factors for Leifeng Tower collapsing in 1924 was that there were so many folks who were stealing bricks from the exterior facade of Leifeng Tower for the strangest reason ever. You guys are not going to believe this when I tell you the story. Now, I think a lot of y'all back home in America have heard of the fact that the people stole bricks from the Great Wall of China in order to build their own homes. That's totally understandable because if you're destitute and you have no access to bricks and you want a better home, you steal. I understand that, especially 500-600 years ago. But the reason folks stole the bricks from the Leifeng Tower is the most absurd reason I have ever heard of. Because they thought this is a divine tower, so the brick could be used for traditional Chinese medicine and cure illnesses. So they would steal the bricks, they would grind it up into powder, and they would freaking drink it. Ain't that some bullshit? Isn't that some bullshit, y'all? They would drink the bricks because they thought it was traditional Chinese medicine. TikTok, thank you. Drink it. Absolutely. I'm being absolutely serious, guys. So now you have a tower that's over 1,000 years old, already weakened by rain and by wind. And now you got folks who are coming here to steal bricks so they could grind it into powder and drink it. That's the reason why, another reason why this place collapsed. Another reason why this place collapsed. They drinking concrete out here, Roman Calgo. They wilding out here. They wilding out here. I don't know how they not have diarrhea. Can y'all imagine the diarrhea that came out of your butt when you drank something like that? I can't even imagine this, y'all. I get some upset stomachs from Haagen-Dazs. They out here drinking Hagen Brick. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, I am Wells. You know what I'm saying? Talk about gallstones. Stephanie, thank you. You be backed up for weeks. I mean, I'm over here eating Haagen-Dazs, and I got problems. They be eating Hagen Bricks. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. It is crazy. But this is the reality. They stole bricks from here. Taco, Stephanie, thank you. And that partially contributed to this place collapsing, unfortunately, in 1924. Exactly 100 years ago, right where we stand. Cotton, Stephanie, thank you. Let's continue to move along, y'all. Let's continue to move along. So I have to give you guys this one more preview before we continue to go up. Willow, thank you. Thank you, Willow. Now, when you look at the structure right here, I have to tell you this. This is very, very important. This looks very new and neat. Fresh coat of paint. Warrior, thank you. This right here is what we call a neoclassical building, which means it's meant to look old, but it's not really old. This is only 22 years old. When we go to Shanxi province, I am going to show you guys real old. There's a difference between neoclassical and real. When we go to Shanxi, we're gonna see stuff you have never seen before. I swear to you, you can take this to the bank. What I'm going to show you in Shanxi, you have never seen before in your life. Not on the Discovery Channel, not on the History Channel, not on YouTube, not on TikTok, not nowhere. Stephanie, Linda, thank you. What we're about to show you in Shanxi province, you have never seen before, because most Chinese people have never even seen it before. I'm gonna repeat that again. Most Chinese people have never even seen what I've seen in Shanxi province, because a lot of those places are not popular tourist destinations. Roberta, Auburn Girlie, thank you. Bradley, thank you. Because folks want to come out here with the clean bathrooms, with the souvenir shops. Williams, Wisdom for You. Mandy, Bradley, thank you. They want to come out here to see the souvenir shops, the nice glitter. Mavis, thank you. They want to see sandals, thank you. They want to see all this stuff. They don't want to go into the down and dirty. That's where we're going. We're going to the real, authentic, original village homes, the original sites. The original sites, everybody. Susan, thank you. Jim, thank you. When we go to Shanxi, it's going to be the greatest live streams I'll present to you guys. We're going to need to rent a car because it's so spread out. Melissa, middle age, Garlina, thank you. It's so spread out that we need to rent a car. Me and Harry will need to rent a car. But I can't wait to go deep into the villages and show you everything Shanxi has to offer. It will be an unbelievable streaming experience, and I believe we will be able to have cell phone signal, so we should be okay. Let's continue to move along, y'all. Dang, that was a long speech I just gave. Janae Pitts, Auburn Girlie, thank you. That was a long speech I just gave, y'all. That's why I do this. That's why I do this, y'all. Let's continue to move along. Phil Hill Mill, thank you. Thank you, Phil Hill Mill. That was a yapathon right here, according to Katie. Man. Let's continue to move along. Let's go up further. Sandals, thank you for the lemonade. I need one. I need a lemonade right now. Thank you, Choosing Peace. Thank you, guys. Let's continue to move along. How was y'all's Monday, by the way? Y'all got through the toughest day of the week. How was y'all's Monday, everybody? By the way, I'm surprised we have over 1,000 people. Wisdom for You, LBJ, thank you, because a lot of folks don't really like to listen to this type of history. They like to see, the ladies. They want to see the outlaws. They want to see that type of stuff. Not everybody wants to see things like this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks, they just want to see the ladies. They want to see the markets. They want to see the busy places. Not a lot of folks appreciate this, so I really thank you guys. Viv, thank you. Man, really appreciate you guys for sticking with me, man. That set of stairs made me kind of tired. Label it. You tired? Man, that's because you young. I'm a little bit tired. Found them steps right here. That was a lot of steps. Viv, thank you. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Somebody just asked what these bells are for. You're gonna see this in all kinds of temples. I think it's just decoration, y'all. I wouldn't read too much into it. Now, you can see on the West Lake, there's an island in the middle. I have to say something to you guys. West Lake, which we were at yesterday on a boat, remember, this place is not deep. The water is only 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 feet at its deepest parts. Do you guys know why along the West Lake there are no barriers? Anybody could just jump in. Do you know why? For a country in China that prioritizes tourist safety as much as it does, do you guys know why there's no barriers to prevent you from drowning and falling into the water? There's not a single barrier anywhere along West Lake. Does anybody know why? That's because all along the banks, within a 10 feet radius of the banks, the water is only 2 to 3 feet high. So even if you jump in and you are having a hard time swimming, all you gotta do is just stand up. The Hangzhou government made a decision that because this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the prettiest areas in all of China, they didn't want to ruin the view with a barricade all along the lake. So what they did is they instead made the entire area right along the edges only 3 feet deep. So even if you fall in, you will not have to worry about drowning. Nick, thank you. And this lake right here is not even that deep. This lake is probably 15 feet at its deepest. So for an experienced swimmer, this is very easy to swim. If you jump in here and swim, $70 fine. You're not gonna go to jail. They will hit you with a $70 fine. Cops will be waiting for you as soon as you come out of the lake. The cops will be waiting for you, and you will get hit with a $70 fine. The reason why you can't swim it is because this is a historical UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, there was a young man who a couple months ago jumped in. This is a real story, by the way. Auburn girlie, thank you. A couple months ago, a young man jumped in. He was being chased by 8 or 10 security guards. He jumped in and he had himself a nice swim. The security guards did not jump in. The security guards were like, hell no, I'm not getting in that water. So they did not jump in. When he came out of the water, the cops were waiting for him, took him into the station, booked him for the night. He didn't go to jail, but he probably had to sleep. He probably had to sleep there for the night and to pay a $70 fine. $70 fine, y'all. Now, let me continue with my story. Who gets to fish here? Remember when we were on the boat yesterday, I told you guys they grant about 30 licenses in the entire city of Hangzhou, 10 million people, only 30 licenses to come out here and fish. It would seem sacrilegious to an American to know that such a big, beautiful lake, you can't come out and fish. Nick, thank you for the meteor shower. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. 2 Nicks. Thank you, guys. Nick and Nick. It's actually close to 200 licenses. So there's mixed numbers. The guide yesterday said 30. I heard 170. So there's a lot of different numbers out there about how many fishing licenses. But I'm going to tell you who has access to these licenses. Lao Ganbu, which means old comrades, meaning you used to work for the Chinese government, the local government, and you're retired now. You made a lot of contributions. You know what I'm saying? You helped the city. You were a great political leader, and you live here in the city. You're retired. You are in the Lao Ganbu Association, which means Old Comrade Association. They will grant you a license, but you still have to buy a ticket every single day that you want to go fish. Sally, it's not a ticket that you and I even have the privilege to buy. It's for the fishermen. What they do is they can come out here at designated times and fish in West Lake. And it's actually good for the ecology to get some of these fishes out of the water. It's something that the Hangzhou government allows, but it's not something that you and I can do. Lawana, Yolanda, thank you. Does that make sense, everybody? Does that make sense? 170 licenses, 30 to 170 licenses, depending on who you ask. Depending on who you ask. The city in the distance is Hangzhou, baby. We're looking at the city of Hangzhou. Lana, one lucky lady. That is the city of Hangzhou. Beautiful city. One lucky lady. Thank you. Think about that. City of 10 million people, less than 200 people can fish in this lake. One lucky lady. Thank you. You know what I would do if I had that fish, y'all? I would put that shit on eBay. I'll put that shit on eBay. I'll call it Westlake Fish, frozen and delivered to your house. Look at L.
Thank you, L. Thank you, L.
Lawana, thank you, L. Pugs, Hyo2, thank you guys. We're in China, we're in Hangzhou. We're gonna climb to the top of this, and then we're gonna end this live stream from Leifeng Tower, and then we're gonna go to car show. Probably do a food live stream in between, because Harry and I haven't eaten yet. We haven't had anything to eat this morning. Chanel, Mountain, thank you. So we're gonna get something to eat, and then we'll be at the car auto show later tonight. A lot of y'all will be asleep, but it's okay. Let's continue to climb, Harry. Let's go take the people all the way to the top. Your mom, thank you. Let's go all the way to the top. Let's go all the way to the top. Well, yeah, you could swim in the lake. Absolutely, you could. $70 fine. Bring $70 with you if you want to go swim. It's actually, you know what? When I go to the local YMCA, Jerry, Sandy, Lee, thank you. When I go to the local YMCA, it costs me like $10, $20 to get in, right? I bring $70. I can swim in Westlake. You know what I'm saying? You gonna spend the night. You gonna spend the night at the halfway house. You gonna spend the night at the police station. Jim, thank you. You will spend the night at the police station, but it's $70.
这边下雨。
Bradley, thank you.
那边是。
我这边是下水好 Let's go over there. Let's go over there. Beautiful. $70. $70 you can go swimming. Not bad. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? If I stream, I would never break the rules in China. Roberta, thank you. You know what? Before I go up there, I have to say one more thing to y'all before I continue to climb up. I would never break the rules in China because Chinese laws and regulations are very clear. I am a guest in their country. I'm an American streaming here, showcasing Chinese culture and Chinese history. The one thing I don't want to do is break any of their rules and end up as a stupid streamer who does one of those silly pranks and end up in jail or ends up getting arrested. Lori, thank you. That I never want to do. So you guys are never going to see me and Harry do those like silly things, run on a field during the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? Like do stuff like that just to get views. You know what I'm saying? We would never do that for clout. We are here to bring you guys good, legitimate shows that will delight you and give you knowledge. So we're never going to do anything crazy, no pranks, nothing like that. We're going to try to bring you guys good shows using our knowledge and using our hard work, walking around and showing you guys different parts of China. Continue to move. See, at this point, it's all about pride and ego. I just want to get to the top. We've seen most of the things we want to see here in Leifeng Tower. Kimberly, thank you. At this point now, it's all about pride, about getting to the top, which we have gotten to. Oh, thank God, no more. Ah, shit, there's more. I thought we were at the top already. I thought we were at the top already. There's more.
没事，就5层。
就5层是吧？ What floor is this? 这是几层啊？ Which floor is this?
4层。
This is number 4. Come on, let's go up to the top. Let's go up all the way to the top, man. Let's go up to the top. Let's go up to the top right now. Let's go this way right here. Wisdom for you. Thank you. Come on. Thank you, PB, for sending all the subscriptions today, by the way. If you got a free subscription from PB, please give her a word of thank you once again. Thank you, PB. Hyo2, Neep, Pugs, Pirate Chick, Island Chick, Tessa Wilson, Auburn Girly, Few, LBJ, and of course, L. Thank you. Thank you, Indigo Sky. Thank you. Oh, come on, man. This gotta be the last floor. No more. No more. 到顶了吧? This is the top right here. We made it, y'all. Neep, Lavana, thank you. We made it. Before I show you guys this magnificent ceiling, let me rest for a second, y'all. Let me catch my breath. Man, let me shower for a second. Neep, Indigo Sky, thank you. Oh, man. Before I show you guys this unbelievable ceiling, let me rest for a second, y'all. Man, Taco, Lydia, thank you. Well, we got this. And I'm doing this on an empty stomach, y'all. All right, check out the ceiling, because this is incredible. Look, I messed up in the game, Greg. Look at this. Taco. Thank you. Now I'm gonna switch my camera real quick, so hopefully we don't lag. Yolanda, Blue Jambi, thank you. I'm gonna switch my camera real quick. Hold up with me. Hold up with me. With me. Real quick, so hopefully we don't lag. Yolanda, Blue Jambi, thank you. I'm gonna switch my camera real quick. Hold up with me. Hold up. Tina May, thank you. Look at this. Look at this. Blue Jambi. Marilyn, Yvonne, thank you. Let me zoom in a little bit further. I'm gonna go back to the wall. Check this out right here. Oh, LBJ, thank you. Look at this. This is all hand carved out of wood. Look at this. All hand carved out of wood, y'all. More of it right here too. 要跟我紧一点，文浩。Look at this.
Beautiful.
This is what we call real beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Now let me zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out a little bit and show you one more time the ceiling structures, man. Look at this right here. Everything is golden colored. Look at this. It's unbelievable. Look at these, even these pillars right here. Bradley, thank you. Oh. La Rihanna, thank you. All right. Oh. Hey. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. All right. We're going to take one more look at the ceiling structure before we get up out of here. But man, that stuff made me dizzy, y'all. I'm sweating just climbing up here. I know I climbed the Great Wall and everything, but I had breakfast that day. Today, I ain't even had no breakfast. A little bit lightheaded, y'all. Belin Juarez, thank you. This shows the real stuff. I'm telling you, I show you guys the real stuff. All right, let me go back in there. Let me go back in there and show you guys again. Come on. Wow, look at this. Usually a lot of Chinese towers, when you come to the very top, they're gonna have a mesmerizing ceiling just like this. Now this one just so happens to be golden colored. I'm not sure if it's real gold, but it's certainly golden color. It may be painted in gold. Just like the Potala Palace in Lhasa in Tibet, China. That one is covered in gold. That is real gold. This may be painted in gold. Because remember that the Buddhist religion really likes gold. So they like their Buddha to be painted in gold. They like everything to be painted in gold. So it doesn't surprise me if this was painted in real gold. Absolutely gorgeous. This is absolutely stunning, y'all. Now, as we let me come over here where it's quiet, because there's a lot of folks out here at the very top. Let me come over here where it's quiet real quick. This is the Leifeng Tower, everybody. Sally Burton, thank you. Now, another thing I wanted to mention to you guys is, I mentioned this before on one of my live streams. Gold is very synonymous with the Buddhist religion for some reason. Now, I mentioned this before. This is what I find to be a major difference. LBJ, thank you. Did you guys enjoy this? You liked it? Pugs, thank you. Pugs, I think you might have missed this, but this is the golden ceiling at the very top. We made it to the very top, Pugs. You guys enjoyed it? Well, I want to say thank you to so many folks. Way too many folks to thank. Pugs, L, Belin Juarez, Jennifer, Pirate Chick, James Williams, Auburn Girlie, Few, Hugh Mule, Few, the two Nicks, Island Chick, Roaming Cowgirl, Too Tall, Big Worm, Pittsburgh, and of course Hyo2, PB. Thank you guys. We will be right back. We're gonna need to go to the car show, so if you guys need to go to sleep, I will see y'all Tuesday morning. But if you guys can still stay awake, we'll be streaming from the Hangzhou Auto Show, but not before we get something to eat. Cynthia, Frankie C, thank you. I hope you guys enjoy the show. It's not a long show, it's only about an hour and 20 minutes, but Leifeng Tower is not that big. It's not that large of a place. So we're gonna go now, we're gonna leave, and we're gonna go to the car show. Okay, we'll be back hopefully about an hour to an hour and a half. I know some of y'all will be asleep. And Frankie C, I can't forget about Frankie C. I can't forget about Frankie C. Thank you, Frankie C. And there was one other person who was new. Oh, who's that? There's another person. Thank you guys. Amor Lindo, thank you. Tessa Wilson, Auburn Girlie, thank you. We will be back, y'all. Lawana, thank you. We will be back. We gotta get some food in us. We gotta get some food in us. Thank you, KB. Thank you guys, man. We gotta get some food in us. We will be right back. And Stephanie and Viv, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Sandos, Paloma, thank you. We will be right back, everybody. We will be right back. Have a great evening for now. We will be right back. We gotta go get some energy. And Not Bad Shorty, thank you so much. Love you, L. Love you, L. PB, thank you so much for sending your subscriptions. Appreciate you guys. And thank you, Beline, for doing your first moderation, for doing your first moderating on the show. Thank you so much, Beline. We're out of here. We'll be right back. We will be right back, everybody. See you guys later. Neep. Thank you, sir. Neep. I ain't forget about you, Neep. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Neep. Thank you, Mike Jackson. Thank you, guys. We will be back. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Neep. Thank you. Island Chick, Pirate Chick. We're out of here. We'll be right back. We will be right back, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Neep. Thank you, Pugs. Thank you, Nick, man. Two Nicks. Thank you, man. We'll be right back. Thank you, Hyo2.